Hi, Muchísimo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Please like, subscribe, share, give a thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and pass it on if you believe it will benefit someone else. I would appreciate that. Let's turn the Bluetooth off. Guys, I was really pressed to get out of the house and go do some work, but even more, I was pressed on my heart to make this video. I've been planning to do it for the last couple of days, but just kind of busy. But like I said, there was something very pressing on me to get this out, because I always, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, putting off a video to do it later while it is a download, as my boy used to say, Denzel Ma says, download. This is when you get this epiphany or something and you don't share it. A lot of times you will lose it, and you will actually not be able to capture the essence of what you're trying to get across to your audience. It won't go over the same way. And I hope in the context I'm going to express this to you, it does hit the mark. Stop kissing up to people in authority and who are in positions who sign your check. Stop kissing up to that family member that favors you more than others. Stop kissing up to that police officer. Stop. Because he's a police officer in uniform. He's a human being at the end of the day. This is download worshiping worshiping people. And if you have a faith in God, stop worshiping your priest. Stop worshiping your pastor, not seeing anything flawed in him. Because what it does, it blinds you to the fact that these very people that we lift up and put on pedestals, when they fall, the disappointment comes in you. So much so to the point where you don't even want to speak on it, because the shame that this person or these individuals bring to you, you don't even want to speak on it. And many times you won't even call a spade a spade. A lot of church members will stay involved in a church that's corrupt. They will be hush about it, because they know if they renege and disengage from this atrocity, it will make them look like they were the fool. Be the fool. Be the fool for a short moment in order to become wise, okay? And so I'm trying to capture something here. There's a story, Sonia McKnight. She's a judge. Go look it up. These ever-increasing exposures of narcissists and the psychopath behavior of these individuals. God is leaving no stones unturned. This is becoming ever-increasing intense. So in exposure, God is opening up all the doors that are closed. Everything that's been hidden, God is opening and exposing it. From mega pastors to people who are in positions of authority, and in this case, a judge. Sonia McKnight. She's out of Pennsylvania in the county of Dauphin, Dauphin, I believe. Google it and look at this story. More so, don't look at the sensationalism in it. Look at the behavior, the body language, and the verbiage of this individual from past to present. And then look at her when they're handcuffing her and hauling her off in shackles and handcuffs. Her head is down. She is just a shell of what you thought she was before. And this is how the narcissist wants to leave you. The very image of her being led away in that patrol car, this is how a narcissist wants to leave you. I want you to really, really grasp that image. But I do want you to go back and look at her when she was in her pinnacle, in her prime. Because when the fall comes of a narcissist, it is a fall. It is epic. This woman shot not only her ex-husband, lured him over to her apartment under the guise of, I need you to help me move a few things. While this individual, he was going through a divorce with her, by the way. This is an individual, when you tell them, I want to disengage, I don't want any more part of this relationship, let's be amicable, you go your way, I go mine. You can't reason with these people. And I'm trying to get you to see, if you're involved and engaged with a narcissist at present, and you are either trying to leave, you pose a threat to them, but Even when you ask them to leave, they panic. It's almost like kicking a kid out of your house and telling him you got to go out and fend for yourself. There have been children who have murdered their parents. The Menendez brothers. Because a parent says no. This is how you have to see the narcissist. And so when this ex-husband tried to disengage, she asked him to come over and move some furniture for her, lured him over. Now this is after all of these restraining orders and all this stuff. This is what she did. She used her position and her power, and she leveraged it. She played victim, but she was the aggressor. Had restraining orders and everything, and called this man over to help her move while they were going through the divorce process. And while he was carrying a chair, helping her move, she shot him in the groin and in, I think, the arm or the leg or something. And so he later on, they end up divorcing. She meets another man, boyfriend. She dates him for about a year or two. He ends up inevitably saying, you know, listen, I want to call this off. I don't want to be involved with you anymore. It was constantly problems, is what he said. And she mounted up all kinds of accusations against him, but he was in fact the one that was the victim. And so what she does is, the day that he asked her to move out, he comes to his house, and he comes to his house. She's in the living room sitting on the couch in her pajamas. And from all accounts, he's just like, you know, it's over, blah, blah, blah. He goes in his bedroom to take a nap. He wakes up with an excruciating headache, not knowing he's been shot in the head. He's blind, he can't see. He's yelling out for her, Sonia McKnight, call 911, I think I'm having a brain aneurysm. He didn't even know he had been shot. Her reply to him is, what did you do to yourself? Remember those words. Do you look back at some instance where you woke up out of a drug-induced sleep or something, and the narcissist said to you in a sadistic way, what's wrong with you? What's happening? What did you do? What did you take? This is telling, because what they're doing is projecting what they've administered on you and to you and in you. They're administering that that statement into you, having you believe that you did this to yourself. So not to belabor this, go check this out. Sonia McKnight, psychopathic judge, now has been convicted of attempted murder. And she'll be going to prison. And you ask yourself, and now they're having it, when a judge is caught in a scandal or something, in this case, attempted murder, they have to go back and look into several cases that she presided over. And in many cases, they have to retry these people, which is taxing on the city, taxpayers. Taxpayers foot this bill. These psychopathic entities called narcissists, they cause so much collateral damage. This is why you need to get out of that engagement that you're in, especially if you're surmising that they are a narcissist. Quit making excuses to stay in this situation. I don't care if you have kids. That's a poor excuse to continue to be abused by someone you know that is out to destroy you. If you care about your children, you will sacrifice your comforts and get them to safety. I'm going to break this up into a couple of parts, maybe 3 separate videos, because the next video I'll be talking about an incident or an instance or instances with my first wife that I encountered with law enforcement, which is very relatable to this situation here, short of being shot in the head. I'll tell you something that's grim as I see it, looking back. It will make you shiver as I tell you, because this is the hindsight. When the empath awakens, we see everything And when I tell you what I see, you will relate to it. And if you haven't already been able to have an epiphany in hindsight, retrospect, you will be able to look back on something that you didn't understand before, and it will make perfect sense to you now. And a lot of times you won't need physical proof to prove and convey this to other people. God shows you things in a way where he comforts and he makes your heart content in that. And he does that for a reason. It's not for you to pass on and convince other people. It is for you to be content in order to have that peace in that area of your life to continue to go on. Because it didn't make sense when you were in it, but when you're out of it, God shows you everything in full effect. And so next video, I'll be talking about that. That being said, bless.